Scorpitron, can you hear me? It's time to wake up.
Then we sat down smoking while and drinking haze on. Sitting away, sitting away. Now I'm free, I got your favorite song on the TV. To live. When did you get on my stream? I was still setting up. No, girly, I'm married. My wife's crazy. She'll kill you. Wait. No. I need to do that. Now everyone on my Instagram is about to get a ping because Alex posted on a story for the first time in a while. You are a fan. You are my biggest fan. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna marry you. I'm married already. These fans, I can't. Y'all are too much. Black and tropical. Hey,
you're gonna marry
I'm married. I'm married.
You're gonna marry me, you wanting or not.
You're too much. How do I put a link on you?
Oh, there's 3 people. Oh my god, I thought it was just me in there.
No, it's me, you, and one other person. Which
Hi, other person.
Hi, other person. I don't know who the other person actually is. I know there's a way to put links in. I saw your Take Me Back to Lost Lands post and I was just like, oh, okay. Bitch.
Which set is this?
Guess.
Sully?
Nope. Revolt.
Sorry.
I'm the one who said let's go change.
No, I literally got lost from you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that's when I went to pee.
No,
and I couldn't find you, and then we went, and then I found you, and then we went to... What's it called? Level up.
Yeah, we went to like the last 5 minutes of level up set. Oh shit.
I think it's just us in the thing.
It is now. The person left.
You're sharing YouTube too?
Yeah. I can't add more than one link sticker.
No.
I'll do Twitch first. I saw.
Read. Did you read them?
I did.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. After an hour of setup, finally get to make candy. I wanna rock your body. It's alright. Rock your body. Rock your body. Come on, rock your body. Rock that body. Come on, rock that body. Come on, rock that body. Babe, I don't know how to do that. Never mind, I'm doing it now. Hold you down to the side like a baby. No. No work. Like a lullaby, you got something in your mind. Now sit down for the show, cause I'm gonna show you how it's done. Done. ready. Oh, wow, there's 4 people in here. Hey, guys. How's it going? I know most of you guys probably came here from Alice's Instagram, so thanks for stopping by. For those of you who don't have Twitch and still want to chat, I do also stream on YouTube too. Sometime. Got a nice little excision. We're gonna make a cool flow star one next. I'm gonna try to get it done by tonight. And only one way to find out if I can. Hello. Plus this bag was open. Hello.
Eu falei para as pessoas no meu Instagram que você estava ensinando como fazer, so you have to teach how to do it.
Yeah, everyone left, so.
No.
it's
One person.
Oh, one person just showed up. Okay. Hello. Alright, well. We are gonna go ahead and do a flow star cuff next.
For me, the cuff.
That is for you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm just gonna get all my beads set up already so I can be able to just get it. So, because of the colors of the actual flow star, we're gonna go with some blue beads and black. And then, if I have the opportunity, I'm gonna be putting some extra charms on it, like these little smiley face stars. Now, it'll be utterly fantastic if I can find the beads I'm looking for. So I use Michael's beads. I definitely need to do a Michael's run because I'm running out, but I should have enough to actually get this one done. I'm gonna go with these for now. And we will turn down the music. Function. That girl that was here was very cute. That is very... Oh. That is very much true. Babe, you are yet again the only person in my stream. I want you to know that. You are my biggest fan, and I love you for that. Oh, that means there's one other person, because I count as a person. So... for this one, we are going to do a black base color. And then for the actual base... Ray Volpe was really into K-pop Demon Hunters, apparently. Which I love, because I love K-pop Demon Hunters. And my usual process is I will just, like, put the beads, especially for something like this that I'm basing off of something. I'll put the beads on it, just to kind of, like, feel out how I want to do it. So I know black is my base. So my next step here is I'm going to kind of pick the accent color, which is looking like it might be light blue. Definitely not white. And I would have loved to do this other blue, this plain blue. However, I don't have any more of them. So we're going to go with this dark royal blue. So those are going to be our two colors there on the beads. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go two black and then a blue. So that's going to be our sequence here to start the actual Kandi. And we're going to do that about 10 times. Some people say it's best to do it 12 times. I usually do between 11 and 12. And 10 being if I really want it for a small wrist. I don't have small wrists, so I usually stay around the 12 range. So you're just going to go ahead and you're just going to go with that sequence there. Is Ray Volpe going to EDC Orlando? I've seen him twice this year. I wouldn't probably see him anyways. I do really like his sets though. So then, how I usually figure out how many beads I have and why I say to do it like 11 times is because what you can easily do is you just go, okay, I'm gonna go count the blues. However many blues you have is however many times you've done it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. So for this one, we're gonna do 12, just because for some reason my cuffs have gotten tighter. I don't know if it's because I've gotten better at them or what. So 6. We're going to do it 6 more times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's really nice about candy making is that you can kind of just turn off your brain, and that's the reason why I named this Candy Making and Yap, because eventually I'll get in a zone here where I'm doing stuff so often that I'm just going to start yapping just to pass the time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to do it one more time. Or no, we're going to do 11. So once you have your single band, so essentially this, go ahead and tie it off. Usually when I do these ones, I like to keep it on the actual roll up until this part. Just because then I don't need to worry about my beads falling everywhere. And this is kind of where you also determine your tightness. So you want to make sure that it fits comfortably on this side, on this size. If it's a little bit tight, that's fine. Because when you go ahead and put the X's on it, it is going to spread it out a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and knot it 3 times. And go ahead, and we're only going to cut the short end here. And then leave the side on the roll. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple feet of string. Cut it off the roll. And now we got something to work with here. So what we're going to do next for a couple times is essentially we're just going to change the order to which we're going to put everything through. So instead of going black, black, blue, we're going to go black, blue, black. So it's going to be base color, accent color, base color. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure it's going out of an accent bead, so out of a blue bead in this situation, and into the next blue bead. So we're going to go ahead and get the tip of our string and put it through the next blue bead and pull it tight. So it should, I'll show you when I get a good angle. I'm gonna go again, black, blue, black, and then put it through a blue bead. So what you're gonna see here is we have a point now, with the blue being the point. That's going to start our X base cuff. And I'm just going to yap for a little bit while we get this done. So EDC Orlando is coming up. It'll be my first EDC Orlando. Now, I went to Lost Lands, and it was my first Lost Lands, and I loved it. However, one thing I learned about Lost Lands, and I was warned about it in the Lost Lands Facebook groups, is that even though there was a lot of people who were trading and giving out candy, it was nowhere near what I see for, like, EDC. EDC, I see people bringing, like, multiple people bringing, like, full candy setups, like masks and outfits and massive, massive cuffs that I would love to do. I just don't have the time to do those. So I am excited to go to EDC Orlando to see what the candy scene looks like. And I do have leftover candy from Lost Lands. My only concern is that I will have enough. Because I am very generous with my candy. I like to give cuffs to people, primarily to people who don't have them. I'll trade with people who do have them. But I feel like more of the pleasure that comes from making and giving out cuffs to me comes from giving someone who didn't expect to get a cuff to get a cuff. Because a lot of people go and they don't expect to trade candy, period. Like, I remember my first time where someone walked up to me before I walked up to them to trade candy was at Breakaway Tampa. And the great thing, Breakaway Tampa was a very plur fest, and I had a lot of fun there. And it was like, it threw me off guard when I was at Breakaway Tampa and someone had walked up to me and traded candy with me, because it's just not something that I experienced before, like without initiating first. I can't remember if at the time I had cuffs. I would have to check my pictures from Breakaway Tampa to see. Oh wait, no. I definitely did have cuffs, because I remember I finished my first rotator cuff that fest. But I was doing very basic cuffs at that point. It was just X bases. I say that as if X bases for some are still pretty complicated. I did have cuffs because I did my first rotator that weekend. I could have sworn that I had cuffs. You know what? I'm thinking of Forbidden Kingdom. Nope, I did not have. You're right. I did not have cuffs. Breakaway. Are you just watching my stream? I love the fact that you are. It makes me happy. But like, you can do other things, right? Okay, doing other things than having in the background. Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, I'm just gonna keep yapping because I feel bad whenever I yap at you, and this is my chance to now yap at you. So Breakaway Tampa did not have cuffs. And then I had just random people just trading with me. It happened multiple times that time, where people would come up to me and just initiate trades. So it was a really cool experience to have happen for the first time. And then, whenever Forbidden Kingdom came around, I had already started making cusp at that point. And I never knew. I always figured I was going to be the type of person that, like, I made cuffs and I only trade with people with cuffs. And then I went to Forbidden Kingdom and something unlocked in me there, where it was like the vibes there were so awesome that I was like, I forgot who I gave my first cuff to. But there was one really memorable experience at Forbidden Kingdom that has gone down in rave history in my head, where me and my rave fam, we were sitting in the Forbidden Kingdom chill area, and it's an enclosed area where they're just playing house and people can just relax. And then I'm sitting on a bench and I see my wife talking to a group of people, specifically this one girl who is like high energy and she looks awesome. And I'm just like, you know what? I got an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and give her one of my X-Base cuffs. And I wish that I had a better cuff to give her now, but it's in the past and it was still fantastic the way it happened. So next thing you're going to want to do, though, before I keep going, is you're going to, once you get everything all the way around with all the points, you're going to then pull the string through the point and out the next accent bead. And then you're going to do the same exact thing over again. So we're going to go black, blue, black. And then we're going to make another set of points. So anyways, I'm going to go black, blue, black. Go through the next blue point. Pull it tight. Make sure you keep tension on these, because if you don't keep tension on these, the cuff is just going to sit really loose and floppy, and it's never fun. What I like to do is you can go to the previous and just kind of pull it tight from the start. And I'll show you how that looks like here in a second. So you see all this slack behind here? That's all slack that I could have pulled tight. So I just kind of go from the beginning and pull it, hold it, pull it tight again, and then now everything behind is nice and tight. So that's how I usually get my cuffs to stay nice and tight. And it really helps with the structure. So I do that a couple times too, every now and again. So like if I finish a row of X's, I'll do it. So we see this girl, and she is definitely high energy and having a heck of a time with her friends. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go give her a cuff. So I leave my Ray fam. They're all sitting on the bench, including my wife, because she had come back by that point. And I go up to her and I give her a cuff. And I go up to her, and it's just the regular peace, love, unity. And then at first, she thinks I'm just giving her a single. And she's just like, oh, you're so sweet, giving me a candy. And I'm like, yeah. And then just kind of start going for it. And I'm taking it off my wrist, and she has not realized this yet. Until it gets to my hand, so past the rest of my other candy. And as soon as she gets past my other candy and she sees that it's a cuff, she starts screaming, a cuff? A cuff? Like, it was the sweetest reaction I had ever seen at that point. For getting a piece of candy. And I'd given other cuffs that weekend already. And a lot of people were very grateful for it. But it was never a reaction quite like that one. And she set a new bar for me with that one. But my favorite part about that was when I had finished giving her the cuff and I'd walk back, and obviously, you know, it was like, oh, she was really happy and everything and showing off to her friends. And I walk away, and they weren't far from us from where we were sitting. So then she goes and she starts reading it to her friends, because her friends are all looking at it now. Because I guess I can do what I assume is the first cuff that someone in their group had received. And they go and start reading it. And how I had it set up was, it was an X-base cuff. And the top of the X-base, instead of going two black and a blue here. So instead of 2 black and a blue, it was DRIN, etc., in the red, drink water. So they're over there reading it, and they're like, DR. And then they go, oh, it says drink water. Let's drink water. And it was so priceless, because, again, it's like, it's always a good thing to remind people at race to drink water, because usually they won't. Whether they're just partying and not paying attention, or whether they're partaking in things. So they go and they all start drinking water, and it was just nice for my little rave dad heart to see a group of people drinking water, just from a little reminder that took me maybe an hour to do, because it was a basic X base. Since then, my cuff game has gotten a lot better. So I have given out some more extravagant cuffs to people, including ones that say drink water, especially at Lost Lands, where I even had a rotator cuff that said drink water, which I gave to a nurse. And she was a sweetheart. But yeah, I did have a similar experience at Lost Lands 2, where it was after hours, and me and my wife are sitting in front of rated R's set, and there was nobody there because it was after hours. Most people are either listening to drum and bass, trying to get in the secret stage, or at the crater, because the crater was definitely popping off throughout the weekend. And when we were there was this one girl, also very high energy, and she had one friend who was just kind of floored, and she was just kind of raving alone at that point because of that. And not in a bad way. She was still having fun with her friend. Her friend just needed a break. So we see her and we start vibing with her. And eventually I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give her a cuff. So I give her a drink water cuff, and funny enough, I get virtually the same reaction, where she goes and reads it and looks at her friend and goes, "See, it says drink water. Let's drink water." And again, they go out and drink water, which is great because her friend definitely needed water, because it was definitely very hot in Ohio. So they drink water, and it was one of those situations where we just kind of like, me and my wife looked at each other, and my wife goes, you know what to make her night probably? And she points at the perler I had made just for Sullivan King's set, where I knew I had the biggest feeling he was going to play his lizard drop. And I just wanted to hear it, because that has been one of my favorite memes of 2025, is just the freaking lizard hitting the thing, which I need to make another one of those perlers, because that was awesome. But I was wearing that perler, and she goes, "Yeah, let's go ahead and give her that." And I'm just like, bet. So I hand off the perler to my wife, because I had already given her a cuff. So I'm like, you know what? It's her turn, because she has a generous heart like I do, and if it wasn't for the fact that the candy was on me, she would probably leave Lost Lands without any candy. Yes, such a rave dad, I know. And so I give it to my wife, and this girl, she goes up to the girl, and she does she starts with the plus. God forbid a girl. Look, there's nothing wrong with being nice. I don't know why you gotta feel some type of way. So she goes up to the girl, and she starts with the normal piece, and then as soon as the girl goes to try to start lifting her hand, she puts up the second piece, which when you do two pieces, that means you're going to get the perler on someone's neck. Because if you do one piece, you're just going to exchange candy that way. If you do two, you're going to take off the perler. So she sees the second, and this girl just starts going, no, you can't. And then she obviously still gives it. And it was again just one of those priceless moments where the rave community just being so like kind-hearted and open and expressive, just being awesome overall. So she hands that off, and then for the rest of the night, this girl is holding up this lizard, this lizard perler necklace, and it's absolutely hilarious. And I honestly, this is making me miss Lost Lands more and more because it was like that's one story of many where people were just seriously awesome at Lost Lands. I really have not been to many raves, but I have definitely not been to a rave where the crowd was like that. Everyone there was just phenomenal, between the actual attendees and even the staff too, where the staff was very accommodating, especially for me and my wife, who both of us are ADA, and their accommodations was awesome. They had shuttles between the campsite and the venue. They also had elevated viewing platforms, which were also like they weren't in the way of the crowd, but they also, I gotta change the set. We're gonna go ahead and put on, I'm in a techno mood. I want to listen to a 9/9 set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, Ray Volpe, love you, brother, but I want to listen to some techno. Okay, we will listen to the last song because I did not realize he's dropping an album. So yeah, so the elevated viewing platforms were very spacious, and there was only a handful of times where we went to one, and it was primarily during peak sets or during after hours, where we went to the platform and there was a line to actually get in. We never got hit by it because we usually hit the popular sets early on. But there was one time where we went to Wampy Wood stage and we had to wait in line for not even 5 minutes. Lines for the ADA weren't. Hey Guava, if you subscribe, do I get a lot? Wait, what the hell? YouTube chat. Where's YouTube chat at? Your screen is black. Wait a second. Am I accidentally... Wait, what? My multi-chat is on, but whoever it's streaming on Alan's? Wait, this is so weird. Why is it showing in my multi-chat? It's showing Alan's stream. I don't know why. So weird. Oh shit, what's up, Gil? What do you mean my screen is black? My screen shouldn't be black. Are you on the right link? Yeah, get Marine Gill. So we're gonna put on a 9/9 set because I want to see if 9/9s is someone that I want to watch. Is it black on YouTube? It's fine on mine.
Mm-hmm. You click on it, and then it shows like a black screen.
View your channel. Oh, wait, what the heck? Oh my gosh, I have multiple people watching on YouTube.
There's
Wait, what the heck?